People said Nena's makeup could change your life, make you brighter, luckier, unstoppable, but when her newest client, Edora, sits in her chair, the magic refuses to work. And the mirrors in the studio begin to crack one by one. For the first time, the beauty sorceress realizes she may have chosen the one girl whose glory she can't steal, and the one girl who might destroy her instead. Lagos had many makeup artists, but none shone like Nena Okoye. Her beauty studio stood on the top floor of a quiet plaza in Lekki, white curtains, gold-lined mirrors, tiny hanging lights that sparkled like falling stars. Brides walked in trembling with excitement and walked out looking like demigoddesses. Celebrities claimed she had magic hands. Instagram worshipped her. But behind the beauty, behind the fame, behind the perfect faces, was something ancient. Something forbidden. Every morning before opening the studio, Nena locked the door, lit 7 black candles, and opened a wooden box her grandmother had given her the night before she died. Inside were powders, red, gold, silver, emerald, each glowing softly as if breathing. Underneath the powders lay a carved bone spoon and a mirror with strange symbols around its frame. Her grandmother had whispered on her deathbed, "Beauty is power. And power must be fed." Nena had been 19 then, young, scared, hungry for success. She didn't understand what the old woman meant until the first time she used the powders. She had applied a special mixture on a struggling actress. The woman left glowing like sunrise. But 1 week later, her acting career crashed. Every job offer disappeared. Her fame melted away, yet Nene gained 20 new clients overnight. That was the day she learned the truth. Her makeup didn't beautify women, it drained them, it stole their glory, and fed it to her. Each time she brushed a cheek, applied foundation, or blended an eyeshadow, something invisible left the client and entered her. Her skin became clearer. Her business grew. Her talent multiplied. Her account balance rose like a tide. She became everything her clients wished to be, and they went home with temporary beauty, then slow misfortune. Still, no one suspected a thing. Nena was too sweet, too gentle, too perfect. One hot Saturday morning, she was preparing for a bridal appointment when her assistant rushed in. "Auntie Nena," she said breathlessly. "Someone is here to see you." "A girl." She said she wants makeup for a competition. Nena sighed. Saturdays were always packed. "Tell her to come tomorrow." She said she'll wait. "Please." She looks desperate. Nena frowned. This was unusual. Most people booked months ahead, let her in. The girl who stepped into the studio wasn't like Nena's usual clients. She wore no makeup, her braids were simple, and her clothes were plain. But she had bright, curious eyes, shining like someone who had been through a lot but refused to break. "I'm Edora," she said shyly. I have a makeup competition next month. If I win, I get a scholarship for beauty school. I just need a makeover for the registration photos. Please." Nena stared at her. Most clients came for weddings, red carpets, photo shoots, not life-changing competitions. Something about the girl felt pure. Too pure, but purity was food. Edora sat, unaware that she was stepping into the den of a spiritual predator. Nena opened her mystical powders, the red and gold ones swirling softly. She touched a brush to Edora's cheek, and the lights flickered. Nena paused. She applied foundation. The mirror behind her cracked at the edge. Her heart stopped. No client had ever caused a reaction before. She picked up the bone spoon, scooped a thin line of the glowing silver powder, and moved closer, but the powder turned dull instantly. The glow died. "Impossible," she whispered. Edora looked up. "Is something wrong?" Nena forced a smile. "No, dear. You're fine." But inside her chest, panic grew. Her magic, her power, her stolen glory, could not touch this girl, and for the first time since she opened her studio, Nena felt fear. Nena dismissed Edeora that evening with a soft smile, but inside her heart thundered like a trapped drum. She paced around the studio long after the girl left, checking her powders, touching her brushes, whispering incantations her grandmother had taught her. Nothing responded. The glowing powders remained dull, the silver one even cracked. Her candles refused to burn steadily. Something had disrupted her power, something that came from that girl. The next morning, Nena opened her grandmother's old spell book, searching for answers. Several pages were faded, but one line caught her eye: "Beware the soul that carries ancestral blessing, such a one cannot be drained." Nena closed the book slowly. So that was it. Edeora wasn't ordinary, but power was power, and even blessings could be broken. Meanwhile, Edeora returned home excited, completely unaware of the spiritual storm she had sparked. She kept staring at her reflection, admiring the soft glam Nena had given her. "I look beautiful," she whispered. Her roommate, Ella, squealed when she saw her. "Oh, babe, is this your face? You look like a goddess. You must win that scholarship." But later that night, as Edeora rinsed her face, the bathroom light flickered strangely. The mirror fogged up, then cleared, to reveal something odd, not her reflection, but a faint shadow standing behind her. Edeora spun around. "Nothing," she exhaled shakily. "Maybe I'm just tired." But the shadow returned again, faint, silent, watching. Unknown to her, Nena had sent a spiritual probe to test her protection, a harmless shadow designed to read her aura. But instead of penetrating her energy, the shadow recoiled violently and shattered like smoke. Nena felt the backlash instantly. She screamed, clutching her chest as the mirror in her studio burst into pieces. "This girl will ruin me," she gasped. Her powers depended on balance. Clients came, she fed. Their glories drained, she grew. But Edeora had disrupted that flow. And now the energies she had stolen for years began shaking loose, threatening to slip out of her body like sand escaping a torn bag. She had to act fast. The next day, she called Edeora. "Hello, dear," Nena said sweetly. "You left your makeup sponge at the studio. You can come anytime to pick it up." Edeora frowned. "But I didn't use a sponge." "Come, dear. It's important." The line cut. Edeora hesitated. Something felt wrong. But the scholarship meant everything. She needed Nena on her side. That afternoon, she returned to the studio. Nena welcomed her with a smile. "Too calm, too perfect. I thought it would be nice to give you a free practice session," she said. "You know, for your competition." Edeora blinked. "Are you sure? Sit. Relax. Trust me." Trust, that word felt heavy, but Edeora sat anyway. Nena quietly locked the door. She moved slowly around the room, placing candles at the corners, pretending they were air fresheners. She opened a new jar, one Edeora hadn't seen before. The powder inside glowed dark red like burning coal. This one wasn't for beauty, it was for extraction, phosphor extraction. Nena dipped her brush into it. Her pupils dilated. She tried not to tremble. "Close your eyes," she whispered. Edeora closed her eyes. Just as Nena lifted the brush, a loud knock slammed the studio door. Nena jumped. The powder spilled across the table, sizzling like acid. Edeora opened her eyes instantly. "Auntie Nena, I brought the ring light you asked for." Her assistant called from outside. Nena's hands shook with rage. Edeora stood slowly, confusion written across her face. I should go," she said. Nena forced a smile. "No, dear, wait." But Edeora was already walking toward the exit, heart pounding for reasons she couldn't explain. As the door closed behind her, Nena whispered, "You can't run from destiny, Edeora. If you won't let me take your glory, I will take something else. Her eyes darkened, the hunt had begun. Edeora walked home with her heart beating far louder than her footsteps. She couldn't explain what she felt inside Nena's studio, something heavy, something cold, something that made her skin prickle like she was being watched by invisible eyes. When she entered her hostel room, Ella noticed instantly, "Babe, why do you look like you saw a ghost?" Edeora hesitated. "Ella, I think something is wrong with that makeup woman." Ella laughed. "Ronco. Nena the celebrity makeup goddess. I beg relax. Maybe you're just nervous about the competition." Edeora tried to laugh along, but the uneasy feeling stayed glued to her bones. That night, sleep refused to come. At around 2 a.m., she sat up suddenly, drenched in sweat. Her dreams were filled with strange faces, women with perfect makeup but hollow eyes, floating around her like silent warnings. She reached for her phone to distract herself, but the screen flashed by itself and went black. A soft whisper filled the room, "Give me what is mine." Edeora froze. She jumped out of her bed, shaking Ella awake. "Someone is in the room." Ella switched on the light. "There's nobody here." "Edeora, you're stressing." But Edeora knew what she heard. That voice had the same smooth softness, the same dangerous calm. The next morning, Edeora went to campus early to submit her registration form. As she walked across the courtyard, her eyes caught something strange: 3 girls sitting together, all whispering angrily, all looking strangely dull, lifeless, tired. Edeora recognized one of them. Amora, a TikTok beauty influencer who used to glow like morning dew, now she looked faded. Amora noticed Edeora staring. "You like my face?" she said weakly. "Your Nena did this to me." Edeora blinked. "What?" "I paid for her premium bridal package 2 months ago. Since then, everything in my life has been falling apart. My deals ended. My followers dropped. I can't even sleep. Something is stealing from me." Adora's blood ran cold. "Are you sure it's her makeup?" Amora nodded slowly. "All 3 of us used her. Same story." She leaned closer. "All her clients shine for one day. Then their lives start dying." A horn blared loudly, breaking their conversation. Edeora looked up and froze. Across the campus gate, Nena stood beside her car, smiling at her, a smile with too many secrets. She waved gently, like a mother greeting a child. Slowly, deliberately, she mouthed, "Come." Adora's heart slammed against her ribs. How did she know where to find her? Nena motioned again, her eyes glowing faintly, not from beauty, but from hunger. Edeora ran. She didn't even look back. She ran until she reached the busy road. She hid behind a kiosk, panting, trembling, her pulse hammering. For the first time since she met Nena, Edeora understood. This wasn't about makeup, this wasn't about beauty, this was war for her destiny. But Nena wasn't finished. That night, as Edeora prepared to pray before sleeping, a cold wind filled the room and her curtains flew open. Her reflection in the mirror blinked, not in sync with her. She gasped. Her reflection smiled, then whispered, "You can run, but I will break you." The mirror shattered. Edeora screamed. Ella rushed in and dragged her away. "Edeora, what is going on?" Tears fell down her cheeks. "Ella, I think Nena wants something from me. Something inside me. Something she can't take." Ella held her tightly. "Then we need to stop her." Edeora nodded, wiping her face. She wouldn't run anymore. Nena had touched something she shouldn't have. Now Edeora was ready to fight back. Edeora woke up the next morning with swollen eyes and a heavy chest. She hadn't slept. Every time she closed her eyes, she saw that horrifying reflection smiling back at her. Ella stayed by her side, determined not to leave her alone, but even Ella's presence couldn't stop the feeling that something was crawling closer. Tightening. Haunting. By noon, Eudora made a decision that surprised even herself. I'm going back to Nena's studio. Ella gasped. Are you mad? That woman wants to finish you. Eudora held her friend's hand. If I don't confront her, she'll keep coming. I need to know what she wants from me. Ella shook her head, tears forming. Then I'm coming with you. Eudora managed a small, grateful smile. No. If anything happens to you, I'll never forgive myself. I'll go quietly, look around, and come out. I just need answers. She didn't wait for Ella to argue. She grabbed her small bag and left the room. When Eudora reached the plaza where Nena's studio was located, everything looked normal on the outside: bright flowers, quiet hallways, the usual weekend customers walking around. But inside her heart, a storm raged. She pushed open the studio door. Silence. The lights were off. The air smelled of incense and warm powder. Soft whispers echoed through the room as if the walls were breathing. On the main table, the jars of magical powders sat arranged neatly. Yet each one pulsed with a faint, eerie glow. Eudora moved closer. The red powder jar vibrated suddenly, as if reacting to her presence. She stepped back, bumping into a drawer. It slid open, revealing dozens of photographs: women, brides, celebrities, influencers, all of them smiling, all of them glowing, all of them drained now. Eudora's hand shook as she picked one photo up. On the back, a date was written in red ink, the date of their makeover. A chill shot down her spine. Her fingers brushed a second drawer. She opened it slowly, and her stomach turned. Inside were tiny bottles labeled with words like confidence, beauty, luck, fame, destiny. Each bottle held liquid that shimmered like stolen sunlight. Eudora whispered, horrified. She bottles people's glory. A cold voice answered from behind her, not people. Clients. Eudora spun around. Nena stood at the doorway, dressed in a flowing white gown, her eyes sharp and blazing like two golden flames. She walked in calmly, her heels clicking softly on the tiled floor. You should not have come here alone, she said. Eudora stepped back. Why are you doing this? Why are you destroying people's lives? Destroy. Nena laughed softly, shaking her head. My dear, I transform people. I give them one perfect day. And I take what they do not deserve to keep. Eudora's voice trembled. Their destiny doesn't belong to you. Nena's eyes narrowed. And your own destiny, Eudora. It shines brighter than all of theirs combined. She moved closer, lowering her voice. Do you know how rare you are? You are born with something ancient. Something pure. Something powerful. Eudora's heart thudded painfully. You can't have it. Nena smiled, slow, cold, hungry. I will. Suddenly, the powders on the table ignited in swirling colors: red, gold, silver, emerald, all rising like smoke serpents around Nena. The studio lights flickered violently, mirrors trembled, and a blast of spiritual pressure filled the room. Eudora stumbled backward, breathless. Nena raised her hands. This time, there is no assistant to interrupt. You cannot escape twice. She reached for the red powder jar. And at that exact moment, someone grabbed Eudora's wrist and yanked her backward through the doorway. Eudora ran. It was Ella. Together they sprinted through the hallway as Nena's furious scream shook the building, the powders exploding into red sparks behind her. Eudora didn't look back, but she knew the truth now. Nena wouldn't stop, not until she got what she wanted. The storm hit Lagos before dawn, pounding violently on rooftops and sending sheets of rain across the city. At Eudora's bedside, Nena's note lay untouched. The last sentence burned into her mind. at midnight tomorrow, your glory becomes mine. Edeora hadn't slept. Her heart thumped with fear, but it also ached with anger. Nena had ruined lives, stolen destinies, drained futures, reshaped fates like makeup on a palette. Not again. Not hers. By midday, Edeora stood before the weathered gates of one person she never thought she would seek, Mama Ofoma, a reclusive old woman known for uncovering spiritual deceptions. Her compound smelled of rain, incense, and secrets. The old woman listened without blinking as Edeora poured out everything: Nena's powders, the glowing energy, the mirror that cracked, the threats. When she finished, Mama Ofoma nodded once, slowly. Your glory is protected, she murmured. But protection is not victory. If she traps you in her ritual circle tonight, she will steal everything anyway. Edeora swallowed hard, fear tightening her throat. What do I do? Mama Ofoma rose and approached a shelf filled with old jars. You will not run. You will go. She pressed a small clay amulet into Adora's palm, smooth and warm like living skin. This will reveal the truth behind her illusions. When her power rises, her mask will fall. The old woman looked directly into her eyes, and when you see her true face, do not look away. Nena's studio glowed with eerie candlelight. The mirrors were draped in black cloth, the powders laid out like sacred offerings. She wore a deep burgundy robe embroidered with symbols that moved like shadows beneath the fabric. She will come, Nena whispered, lips curling. She always does. And Edeora did come, not with fear, but with resolve. Nena smiled beautifully, dangerously. You came willingly. Good. Sit. Edeora Saturday, the first brush touched her skin. The candles flickered, nothing happened. Nena paused, frowning. Strange. She tried again, still nothing. Then Edeora lifted her hand, revealing the clay amulet. The second it caught the candlelight, a shockwave blasted the room. The black cloths ripped off the mirrors. The powders turned to ash. Nena screamed as her reflection twisted, half beautiful, half rotted, her true face leaking through the glamour she hid behind. You shouldn't have come here. Nena shrieked, you should have let me take it. Edeora stood up, you have taken enough. Nena lunged. Energy crackled through her fingers like lightning. But every bolt shattered before reaching Edeora, dissolving in the invisible shield the amulet cast. No, no. Nena cried, stumbling backward, the girl's destiny, too bright, too strong. Adora's calm voice cut through the chaos. Your power is gone because it was never yours. The mirrors around them brightened, reflecting every life Nena had drained. Faces, sad, pale, stolen. A chorus of destinies demanding justice. The studio shook like a collapsing world. Nena clutched her head, her body flickering between glamour and ruin. Stop. Stop looking at me. But Edeora didn't look away. With a final violent roar, Nena's power snapped, and the studio fell silent. The lights returned. The mirrors cleared. The powders were nothing but dust. Nena collapsed to the floor, powerless. Police stormed the studio with warrants. Hidden rooms, ritual chambers, stolen items, everything came to light. Nena was arrested, her empire shattered, her reputation gone. The beauty sorceress who once stole glory now faced the consequences of every destiny she destroyed. And Edeora, she walked out into the sunlight with her future intact, brighter than ever, untouched, unbroken. Her glory was hers again, and this time, nothing could steal it.